Hey, good afternoon, everybody. I'm Karen. I'm your yoga instructor today, and we're going to do a Vinyasa Flow style class. So we're going to start right away warming up the body in our sunflower pose. So feet more than shoulder distance apart, inhaling up, and exhaling down, bending at the hips, bending the knees, long back, and just sweeping. So inhale up, full body stretch, exhale down and squat. Weight sinks through the heels. One breath, one motion, one breath, one motion. One more time up and one more time down. I'm going to widen my stance, placing my hands on my knees. I'm going to take a gentle twist by dipping my right shoulder towards my left knee. So letting that spine start getting a twist. Coming back to center, and then the left shoulder to the right knee. Allowing that to happen. And then coming back to the center, and I'm just going to take cow from here. Cat, cow. So cow, looking up, tailbone out. Cat, curling in. Coming back to our cow. So this is cat, cow if you are standing. One version of it. More time, thinking about your spine, moving in a C curve, and then rising all the way up, bringing those feet together. Let's loosen up the head, the neck, the shoulders. Classic places for lots of tension to gather. Inhaling, arms up, hands together, open the throat, and just take a gentle thoracic spine back bend as you open the throat. So think about opening the throat, back bend, softening the throat. Even though your arms are up, your shoulders are down. Coming to goalpost arms, easier to feel the shoulders down, squeezing the shoulder blades, continuing to look up, activating the throat energy center, what you say and what you hear. Relaxing the arms down. Dropping the chin to the chest as your shoulders are up, back, and down. Weight over the heels. Feet plugged into the earth, dropping the chin to the chest. Swiveling from side to side. Feeling the muscles in the back of your neck stretch. So if you're feeling, whoa, that feels tight. Maybe a little bit more neck stretching. And then coming back to the horizon, and then looking up at the sky again. We've trained this, open the throat, turning from side to side. So right to left, and left to right. Until you feel that stretch going down your shoulders, back to the center. So let's just notice how that is, making circles around all the way, reversing those circles all the way, and just appreciating all the work your neck does to hold your head up, right? The head is heavy. Let's bring the arms out to the sides by pushing far out to your sides. Relax the shoulders down. If I came up to you and I just pressed your shoulders down, get that feeling that the shoulders are coming down, and you're pushing through your middle finger and your thumb till it almost feels like it hurts. Let's take an inhale here and twist to the right. Standing twist, drop the right arm back, lift the left arm up. Standing twist, rehearsing with the spine. Back to center. Arms at your sides. Inhale up, turning to the left. Right arm up, left arm down. Standing twist, really getting the spine involved. Inhale back to center, and let's come to our sun pose. Widening your stance, toes are out, palms are up. I'm going to kind of sit down ever so slightly in my horse with my sun arms. So this is like King Tut. Remember Steve Martin doing that? Takes me back to my babysitting days. Okay, spent a lot of time watching Saturday Night Live when everybody was out. So here we are, shoulders over hips, engaging the inner thighs, maybe lift up the toes, maybe pull up the arches. Well, just think about pulling up the arches. Shoulders are down. Sun pose arms as if we're holding up the heat of the sun, spreading your fingers out, maybe even turning your pinky up, turning your thumb back. Activating a little bit more along your meridian lines, swirling the energy in the wrists. Qigong move here. Let's see if we can get these legs to shake. So tight glutes here, engaged. Tailbone to the earth, crown of the head to the sky, energizing the battery pack, the spine, the electrical system. Let's inhale up. Straight arms, straight legs, five-pointed star, high in the sky. Exhale down. Let's come down to the mat and continue to engage the big muscle groups. So we're gonna come all the way down to your back. So you can just roll yourself back, pull your knees into your chest, crisscross at the knees, and let's press the low back into the mat. So really press those hips in, noticing if this feels good to you. Does this feel tight? Is anything sore back there? Sitting is considered the new smoking in our world today. And with all of the COVID-19 being at home a lot, reverse those circles. A little too much sitting, not healthy, right? Contributes to low energy, inactivity, boredom, eating snacks mindlessly. It's just no good. Okay, extending both legs high to the sky, pressing through the heels, reaching the arms up towards the toes. Maybe you take a yogi toe hold. Maybe you hold on to the back of your calves, bottoms of the feet, coming into cat. So chin is tucked under, we're balancing our cat on our back. Continuing to allow the back of the legs to open up. And let's take the right leg up down. Let's continue to hold on to the left leg. So maybe you hold on to the back of your thigh. If you had a strap, you could use the strap here. Allow this leg to continue to get even more stretching on the back of it. So this kind of almost hurts. So take some nice breaths here, at least 3 breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. One more time. Switching legs, left leg down, right leg up. Doing the same thing here. So holding onto the back of the calf, using a strap, yogi toe hold, shoulders are down, just allowing everything on the back of that leg to stretch and open up. 3 breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. And let's release that leg, turning to, hey, let's say your right side for a moment. Maybe rest your head on your bicep. We've warmed up the body, standing and lying on the back. And now is a good time to bring your heart forward, setting a sankalpa. Sankalpa, positive intention for your practice. Something you want to rest your mind's eye on. Be present in the moment. Be aware of the breath. Let go of judgment. Then using your upper arm to gently push yourself up, we'll find ourselves at the center of the mat on all fours. So on all fours here, fingertips spread apart in starfish, knees underneath hips, dropping the belly, looking up at the sky, inhaling in cow, exhaling into cat, tucking everything in and under, rounding the shoulders, and then repeat, inhaling in cow, exhaling cat. So taking this at your own pace, Really thinking about the C curve of the spine, how it's just flipping back and forth, that C curve, really adding some lengthening through the spine. Body awareness. And why not take a kidney squeeze, looking out over your left shoulder, squeezing that space where you know your kidney is. Back to the midline, looking out over your right shoulder, squeezing that space where you know that right kidney is. And let's tuck the toes under, gliding the hips back. Maybe you stay like this as you get your toes stretched. Maybe you sit up in a modified hero's pose as we're stretching out the soles of the feet and the toes. Oh my golly gosh, what does this feel like, right? So sandal season, it's the end of June already. Oh my gosh, summer goes by so fast when you live in Minnesota. So let's stretch out the soles of the feet. Let's be aware of the feet, the toes, the muscles in the feet and the toes, the ligaments, the joints, the tendons, the soft tissue. And let's inhale up, focusing on something else besides the feet. Lifting up, lifting, lifting, lifting. And then let's come down and pat that out. Woo, that feels like something. And then toes tucked under again, coming up into your downward facing dog. So down dog. Heels are coming down, they're invited down. Butts are going high to the sky. Shoulder blades come back. Heart comes forward as if you're trying to press your heart into the mat. Inhaling, right leg up high to the sky, kicking right heel into the left butt cheek, opening up the right hip. Maybe you even make some circles with the right hip, encouraging it to open up a little bit more. So feeling that, engaging the breath. We need the breath. And let's square that hip and bring that leg underneath the left arm, coming down to our high plank. So the knife edge of the right foot is on the floor. The right hip is coming down. And we'll inhale back up again. Exhale that foot forward, coming to low lunge. So right foot forward, left foot back. Hips stay square here. Shoulders are down. So allowing your hip flexor on the left leg to get engaged. Stretching it out. And let's take both hands to the center of the mat. Walk the right foot to the edge. Drop the left knee. Maybe you flatten the left foot. Maybe you just let your right leg and your right hip open up here. Maybe you come down to your forearms or a block. Coming down to our lizard pose. So feel it in your inner thigh. Notice what's happening there. Feel your hip opening. So hip opener is super good for the low back. Super good antidote to sitting. All the muscles are engaged. Breathe into the spaces that feel tight. Let's come back to the hands. Let's tuck the toes under. Let's push up on your left leg. Inhale your right leg, and let's just pulse. Loosening that right leg up and bringing that right leg down. Back to your downward facing dog. So reestablish the dog, squeezing the shoulder blades behind. Inhaling, left leg up high to the sky. Kicking left heel into the right butt cheek. And breathing. Opening up that hip, maybe making circles with the hip. If that feels good to you, if you can maintain stability. Otherwise, you don't want to do that. And then square that hip and guide that leg underneath your right leg, or underneath your right arm, and coming down. So left leg right underneath the right arm, holding a version of plank here. And let's inhale that leg back up high to the sky, pulsing a little bit, and then bring that foot forward, left leg forward, right foot back. low lunge on this side. So heel, knee in alignment, shoulders, hips in alignment. Now the right hip flexor is getting it good. So feel that happening. Right knee is pulled up. Notice the right hip versus the left. Bringing both hands to the center of the mat, walking the left foot to the edge of the mat, dropping the right knee, flattening the right foot, and just allowing that left hip to open into your lizard. So coming down to your forearms, coming down to a block, a stack of blocks, whatever feels good for you. But just allow all of this big hip opening to happen because it's intense. Woo! It's happening on me. I'm gonna come up on my forearms. In some ways it's even more intense like this. So feeling it, noticing how flexible you are. Did you hear my Pippa? She's a good barker. So toes tucked under on the right. We're gonna encourage ourselves to push up on the right leg, release the left leg, take the left leg up and just pulse a little bit, bringing the left foot down. Let's come back to dog. Let's reestablish the dog, really stretching out the backs of both legs, and let's flow through a sun salutation from down dog to high plank or kneeling plank, chaturanga dandasana, or kneeling cobra or up dog, pushing back in downward facing dog, stepping or hopping feet behind hands, hanging in your forward fold, lifting through the hips, folding forward, palms to shins, reaching out long, flat back, straight, flat back, hanging forward yet again, bending the knees, inhaling up. Salute to the sun. Full body stretch. Lifting, lifting, lifting. Palms go out to the sides. Pressing, pressing, pressing. Standing twist. Right arm comes up, left arm comes down. Reaching, reaching. Looking up to right palm. Switching sides. Right arm down, left arm up. Looking up. Reaching. Exhaling through the mouth, dropping that left arm. Shake that out. Okay, so connecting the poses is making this a flow. That's what Sanskrit for Vinyasa means, flow. Let's open up into our warrior two. Left leg forward, right leg back. So right foot parallel to the short end of the mat. Left knee bent over left ankle. Arms are out straight, parallel to the earth. We're gonna take a flow here. So we're gonna go into a couple of stops. So flipping the left palm, inhale up, reach up, open up the left side body, reverse your warrior without losing the knee. Did you lose your knee? Keep it back there. So feel the side body open up, create space between the ribs, the intercostal muscles. Let's come back through to warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. Gazing out over your left fingers, coming down to your side angle pose, any version you like. So feeling a little bit more through the right ribs a little bit. And then we're gonna flow that 3 times. Inhale up, exhale back, reverse warrior. Inhale forward, warrior 2. Exhale down, side angle. 2 more times, inhale up, warrior 2. Exhale back, reverse. Inhale forward, exhale down. Beautiful, last time, inhale up, exhale back, inhale forward, exhale down, and hold in your side angle. Whatever version you like of side angle, let's hold in this pose as we pull the right kneecap up, tighten up this right leg, open up space across the front of the shoulders if you wish, and breathe out through the mouth. And let's pivot forward, Framing the left foot, let's push back into dog. Holding dog, moving through to child's pose or flowing through vinyasa from down dog to high plank or kneeling plank. Chaturanga dandasana or kneeling. Cobra or up dog. Exhale back to downward facing dog. Stay here, go to child's pose or hop feet behind hands, hanging in a forward fold, hips go high. Hands to shins, reaching out long, flat back, monkey pose. Hanging forward yet again, bending through the knees, inhaling up. Salute to the sun, maybe you take a back bend. Squeezing the thoracic spine. Swan dive down, hands to mat. Step back to your dog. So feeling that, let's come to a child's pose, bending the knees, gliding the hips back towards the heels. Maybe you do a funny child's pose, funny different as funny. So left arm goes out long, right arm comes back in a 90-degree angle. Stretching out one side of the spine for a moment. Notice how that feels. And then reaching the right arm out long, bringing the left arm back in a 90-degree angle. Armpit to the mat. Notice how that feels. And then coming back to our tabletop, coming back to the dog, stepping the feet forward, rising all the way up. We'll do that same series on the other side. So left foot back, right knee bent over right ankle. Warrior two. So right hip is open, left foot is parallel to the short end of the mat. Gazing out over the right fingers. Flipping the right palm, inhale up, reverse the warrior without losing the knee. So feel that stretch, exhale forward, side angle. So usually the same thing we did on the other side we want to do on this side, but both sides are not the same. So if you have any tightness in this side of your body, maybe you say, you know what, Karen, that's not going to work for me. I'm way better off with my elbow here, or I'm way better off with my hand on my thigh. So inhale up, exhale back, inhale forward, exhale down. Inhale up, flowing these three different asanas, one breath, one motion. When the breath joins up with the movement, we've got yoga. Otherwise, we've got stretching. Warrior two, reverse warrior, back to warrior two. Focus on the line from your fingertip of your middle finger to the space to your target. Exhale down to your side angle pose. Let's hold side angle for a moment. Let's be aware of the shoulders. Where are they? Let's be aware of the hips. Let's be pulling up the left leg. Taking a few breaths here. Let's pivot forward, framing the right foot. Let's push back to dog. Holding dog, flowing through vinyasa. Come with me, down dog to high plank or kneeling plank. Chaturanga dandasana or kneeling. Cobra or up dog. Exhale back to downward facing dog. Stepping or hopping feet behind hands. Hanging in your forward fold. Shake yes, shake no. Lift through the hips. Hands to shins, reaching out long, flat back. Monkey pose, shoulders back. Hanging forward yet again, bending through the knees. Inhale up, salute to the sun. Let it go. Beautiful. So, front body, back body, hips open. That's what we're getting here. We're gonna do a balancing pose, a tree pose, and hopefully we're gonna create some kind of hip opener. So, you can do kickstand. You can do kickstand across the body. You can do leg at the inner thigh. Okay, you can do figure four. Whatever works for you, where we're grounding down through the left leg, opening up through the right hip, and then we're inhaling up. There's Pippa, lifting the arms up high to the sky. Maybe you're a Christmas tree in June. It's almost July here. Creating some nice stability here. Always, always, always an option to not leave one leg off the floor. Always an option to hold on to the wall. Breathing, hands come down to the heart. Our branches are coming down. We're going to hold on to this pose as long as possible. Rounding through the straight leg. Noticing any kind of wobbling. Whoops. If you come out, you can come back in. I'm going to come back into figure 4. So hopping out, you can hop in. And let's let go of the arms. Let's let go of the legs. And just kick that out. Notice the two sides of the body. How do they feel? So we'll do the same thing on the other side. So from Tadasana pose to grounding the right leg down, crossing, kickstanding, climbing up, whatever feels good to you. Yikes. Usually we want to do what we did on the other side. Yikes. I think I'm going to do figure 4. So we're not the same every day. Is this true? This is true. Inhaling your arms up if you want to do steeple grip. Want to do wide arms, whatever works for you. Breathing, knowing that you can wobble in if you wobble out. Bringing the hands together, down to the heart, letting go of the legs. And just shaking that out. Nice, 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 nice. So feeling good here, shaking out both sides of the body, the right side and the left side. Just did both of those. Let's just move freely. So we'll inhale up, exhale down, squeeze, inhale up, exhale down, moonflowers, inhale up, exhale down. A couple more times. Inhale, last time we'll stay down. Feet are forward. I'm going to stack my shoulders over my hips. So feet forward, shoulders stacked over hips. I'm just going to come into toes out a little bit, coming into my horse pose. Maybe a wider stance works better for me. Toes pointed out, shoulders over hips. Maybe arms are out, maybe reverse prayer. Dropping the shoulder blades, engaging the inner thighs, and just coming up, squeeze the glutes, exhale down. Maybe you come up and down. Maybe you come up and down with both heels up. Maybe you come up and down with one heel up, challenging your body to accommodate. And then we'll just hold a static stretch, isometric hold, as we continue to squeeze the glutes, soften the breath. Wait a second, Karen, you want me to squeeze the glutes and soften the breath? What else? Suck in your core. Ah! Exhale through the mouth. Straighten those legs, release those arms. Salute to the sun. Beautiful. Shake that out. Shake those legs out. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We're going to come down to the mat, all the way down to the belly. So coming all the way down to your belly, legs are out long, and arms are out long. So long legs, long arms. The gaze is down. I'm going to squeeze my butt cheeks and lift my toes. So I'm pressing my hips into the mat, squeezing my glutes. My legs are coming up. I don't really want to engage in my low back. So see if you can shift that up the spine, and maybe you even lift your arms. So I'll come forward and show you how I'm doing this. arms and legs coming up. Maybe you bring your arms behind, coming into your locust pose. So reach out long. Tailbone is as far away from the crown of the head as you can get it. Squeezing, squeezing, squeezing the glutes. And then release. And then just lay down and just turn your head right or left. Toes are closer to you, to each other. Heels are lying open. Right heel to right, left heel to left. Relax the low back. Be aware of your backside body. And then turning your head to the other side. Equal opportunity. So instead of feeling like you're just flat on your mat, we want to feel like we're on a big jumbo exercise ball. So let your shoulders round forward as if you were in cat and just feel the relaxation as if a huge ball was in the middle. Taking your hands to your sides, we'll push ourselves up, sweep our legs in front, and then we'll come to an easy seat. Nice, 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 nice. So again, get yourself some blocks. They're like $6, okay? Order them online, go to Amazon, go to Marshall's, go to the grocery store. They have them practically everywhere. So sitting up nice and tall, powering up through the tailbone, climbing up the spine with the earth energy, the yin energy, climbing to the sky, crown of the head to the yang. So let your body be the connection from the earth to the sky. Inhaling up. Exhale over to your left side, dropping your left arm over, bringing your right arm through, allowing your right side body to really stretch. Maybe you look up at the sky, engaging a little bit more twisting, but think of your spine as curving from side to side. Inhale back up again, bringing the right hand down and the left arm over. So the left side body gets all that goodness too. Looking up, turning your neck and head if you like. Really getting the side body stretched out. Something we don't focus on, the soles of the feet, the crown of the head, and the sides. It's like the front of the back. And coming back to the center. Let's place both hands behind. So palms are either down, so you're either placing your palms behind you, or you're on your fingertips. But the shoulders are up, back, and down. The face and neck are super soft. Squeezing the shoulder blades at the thoracic spine and just lifting the heart forward. The heart is coming out of me. Lead with the heart. Govern with the mind. Listen to the body. The path to happiness from within. Soften the throat. Maybe you gaze up at the sky. So I'm in my home studio. Yay. And the sky in my home studio is painted blue. Why? Because I always want to look up at a clear blue sky. One more big breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Release that stretch. Really nice. Let's bring the soles of the feet together, bound ankle pose. So our legs are kind of in a diamond, right? So you can bring your ankles close to you. You can stretch them out in front of you. And we're just going to take a forward fold with these majorly open hips. Oh my golly gosh. Walk your fingers out, reaching out long. Notice where the tightness starts to set in. Is it in the inner thighs? It is in the length of your low back. Gazing gently, the tension is not in your face. So we're gazing forward, relaxing the throat, extending through the spine. Nice, 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 nice. And then walking the hands back up. We're gonna do more hip opening. Oh yes, we are. So I'm gonna take my right foot in my left hand and wrap my right arm around my left leg. I'm gonna continue to keep my left leg open, or wrap my right arm around my right leg. So this is the pose, shoulders are up, back and down, over hips, rocking the baby. Major hip opener, right? So if this is good for you, you stay here. If you want more, you can bring in the logs. So you reach underneath your leg, more of a 90-degree angle here. Shoulders are relaxed, even though they're tight because they're holding up your leg. So we're holding up this hip opener. And just feel that, and we'll place that leg down. We're gonna switch sides, oh my gosh. Okay, so again, we start with rocking the baby, wrapping the left elbow, inside the left elbow, around the left knee, holding on to the left foot with the right hand. Shoulders are up, we're lifting through the spine. Okay, so we're not sinking in like this, straight back. And if you want more, if there's room, it depends. Bringing in the locks. So keeping the shoulders back, face soft, breathing deeply, nice hip opening. One more big breath in through the nose, long breath out through the mouth. Let's release those legs, coming into any version of straddle that you like. So your hips do what they do. There's the room that there is. I did a lot of gymnastics when I was younger, and I have a lot of flexibility in my joints. So that might sound like a good thing. It's not always a good thing. Okay, so coming into a forward fold with straddle legs. What? Yeah, that's what. We're gonna walk the hands out to wherever it feels comfortable. You could come all the way down to the floor. You could come to blocks. You could come to your forearms as we continue to open up. Let the hips be open. That's no joke. Lengthening through the spine, relaxing the neck, and then coming out of this pose. Bringing those legs together, crisscrossing at the ankles, placing your hands behind you, fingertips facing your butt cheeks, bending at the elbows, and just reaching the hips up into our reverse plank pose, squeezing the glutes. So reverse plank on your knees, that's what this is. So funny feeling in the shoulders, right? Almost like a burning. Let's release that. And then we can do reverse plank with straight legs. So legs are out long, same deal. Hands are flat to the mat. Feet are hip distance apart. And then we just lift the hips. Whoa, I'm not even on my mat here. I need my mat sticky for this. So lifting through the hips, the reverse plank, squeezing the glutes, pulling up the kneecaps, all about the core here, and let that go. Nice, nice. Let's come down to our mat in our cat pose, rounding forward, coming all the way down, bringing the knees into the chest, giving yourself a hug here. Nice, 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 nice. Taking both knees to the right, arms out into a T, gazing to the left, supine twist. Think about rinsing your spine and livening your spine. Inhale back to center, exhale over to the other side. Turning your head away from your knees, that's what creates the twist. Extending the space across the shoulders. Focusing on the form less, the space beyond your fingertips to the walls. And then inhaling the legs back to center. And let's take the knees into the chest one more time, circling around in one direction, crisscrossing at the ankles. In the other direction, massaging the low back. And then nose to knees, coming to our egg pose. Anything could happen. Let it be something good. And then inhale, open. Arms above the head. Long, full body stretch. Twinkle your toes and your fingers. Exhale down. Frame the body. Coming into your final resting pose, Shavasana. Corpse pose. And just relax. Let it go. Just allow your body to rest. Allow things to sink in. Letting your breath return to normal. You don't have to do anything. Enjoy the feelings. Enjoy the freedom of your mind, wandering without attaching. Enjoy all of the great energy flowing through all of your chakras, those wheels of energy along the spine. Just feel that they're spinning, they're open. Ending today's practice with a reading from Make the Most of You. Do it now. Genuine opportunities are rare, and they often come when we're engrossed elsewhere. Learn to keep your antenna tuned for them. Have an open mind and consider the possibilities. Assess the chance against your experience. If it holds up, take it. Thomas Edison once said, "Opportunity is missed by most people because it is dressed in overalls and looks like work." It's cute. Opportunity is missed by most people because it is dressed in overalls and looks like work. Thomas Edison. So when you're ready, if you want to continue your Shavasana, go ahead. If you are ready to come back into the room, take a nice inhale through the nose, long exhale out through the mouth, really letting go, really emptying the vessel so you can begin again. Honor your body, your mind, your heart in this moment for having taken time for your practice. Begin wiggling fingers and toes, circling wrists and ankles, turning your head from side to side. And then bringing your knees into your chest, give yourself a hug. Thank you, body of mine, for bringing me to this practice today. Thank you, mind, for thinking this was a good idea. And thank you, spirit, for being playful on the mat. And then turning to one side, right or left, fetal asana once again. Taking a moment to breathe in as you focus yet again on your sankalpa, your positive intention. Be present. Take advantage of opportunity. Be gentle. Lead with the heart. And then guiding yourself up to an easy seat will align the spine, charging the battery of the spine from the tail to the crown. Inhaling arms up. Inhale for body, mind, spirit. Hands together, exhale down. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you, everybody, for coming to practice yoga with me today. I hope this was good for you. Come back. There's more time to practice. See you next time.